everyone. So today we went back to the fort and we did some really cool video for you guys. We're gonna have a 360 video walking through most of the bottom, but a lot of it is under construction, most of the middle, and as much as we could of the top, so that you can really see what it's like walking around the fort. So some of you guys might not have used a 360 video before, so I'm going to show you the basics of how to use it. So if you're using a laptop or a smartphone, it'll be a little bit different. The laptop, you're just going to move it around with your mouse, but the smartphone, and as you look around, it's actually going to move too. You look down at the ground, you look up. So as you're moving your phone around, it's going to move the view because the video is 360 all around you. So give that a try. It should be a lot of fun. I have 3 videos: the bottom layer, the middle some, and then the whole top, which is really cool. I think that one's my favorite of the very outside of the whole fort.
Hey, Gabriel just found a little stalagmite on the ground here.
There's stalactites up on the ceiling.
What is some stalactites on the ceiling? It's interesting. I've never really seen those. Look out. So pretty. The kids told me in there is where they have lots of ovens.
So it's funny, I was just editing this and heard this for the first time, and it's not actually a place where there's lots of ovens. It's the powder room, or where they stored all the gunpowder. So it actually was made super specific, so there's no way to have any sparks. So it was all wood lined with like a layer in between, so that there was like an air gap and all this different stuff. Definitely no ovens in that room.
Just saw a turtle in the moat. I didn't see it, but it was really cool. There's a random passage. Let's see what it is like inside. Here we go. Doesn't look like it's anything. Like, I don't know, maybe they sort of like.
Alana's been taking a lot of photos with her DSLR camera. You can hear some construction in the back. We're working on the lighthouse. I think she's going to be a good photographer.
Hi, my name's Micah, and this is my wife Grace and our 2 kids, Gabriel and Alana. We saw them growing up fast and wanted to see the world while they were still with us. So we fixed up a 37-foot aluminum catamaran, have been living on it for almost 2 years now. We've added Cypher to our family since we started. We've been exploring the oceans and reefs of the Florida Keys, but are getting ready to explore more of the Caribbean. Right after we fix up our hurricane-damaged Leopard 48. Join us as we share more of our adventures with you.
And we went to right where everyone docks. There's a whole bunch of pylons where there used to be an old dock. And that was super surprising. I thought it was just going to be a bunch of sticks and maybe some fish, but it hasn't been usable in a very long time, and they're all just covered with coral. It was really, really pretty. The kids had so much fun, like diving through them. Gabriel was saying it's like a playground, and there was a lot of fish too.
Yeah, you could swim over the top. A lot of the pylons were like coming across like an X. You could swim over the top or underneath or around the side. We saw a lot of like larger sized fish of the fish that we rarely see, like
yellowtail snapper,
bigger yellowtail snapper,
and like twice the size as normal, like a lot bigger.
And I saw this really cute boxfish, but I didn't have a camera, and
which is kind of the first boxfish we saw around here.
Yeah,
we haven't seen any in the Marquesas or here, except for that one.
But this one was like, it had like yellow fins on the bottom, and then it had like polka dot like spots on the top. It's very more spotted. Mm-hmm. It was kind of like medium size.
I think we saw more fish here than we did at the coral heads that we went to the other day. And that's kind of encouraging because if you're doing the Yankee Freedom ferry and you only have a little bit of time, it's like literally right off the dock. So you could hop right in and probably get some snorkeling before they even start the tour, I bet.
Yeah, if you came in your suit ready to go, and like it takes a little while for everybody to get off and them get situated, then do the tour.
Yeah, like a half an hour or so.
You could go and then like just catch up with the tour when you got out, but you might find yourself spending more time than half an hour because it's so interesting. Like we saw a pretty big tarpon, and Alana found a sea slug.
Oh yeah,
snail. She called it a sea snail, but
I don't know. It didn't have any shell, but it looked like some sort of slug snail thing, and that was really interesting.
And while we were waiting for Micah to come over with the camera, like it moved like a little bit on the way to a leaf, which was pretty interesting to observe.
When I was recording from the roof, I saw in the moat a sea turtle. And we're going to go back to find it later because we were talking to the ranger about some stuff. We mentioned that, and he said it's been there for like 4 or 5 months. There's just tons of seagrass there, and it somehow found its way in the moat and loves it there. So it's like a little resident sea turtle of the Dry Tortugas moat.
Sea turtle retirement plan. Move into the moat with good grass to eat.
Good grass, no swell.
And we also we were talking to the ranger because we're getting permission to go to Loggerhead Key tomorrow, which is very exciting.
That's the lighthouse. I don't think you can see it from right here. Over that way. It's about 2 miles off of here.
And he told us about the old windjammer wreck that we're going to check out too. There'll be a lot of hot dinghying, but I think we're going to bring like a bunch of snacks and like a little tent or something.
A lunch, yeah.
Probably leave Cypher here.
Yeah, I don't think Cypher would enjoy that.
He got a little too hot yesterday just in the fort, so something to consider. but he also naps a lot. So there's something called like Little Africa over there that you can snorkel, and then the Windjammer, and I think there's corals on both sides of Loggerhead Key. Yeah. So the park ranger, said we should be surprised by the density. That it's a pretty dense area. He said that if we go snorkeling in, dive down and go into what feels like a pass-through, you might find that it's a long way and you have to turn around and come back because it's like a big cave of coral. So I'm excited to see what that's like.
Yeah.
See if we see anything else.
I should probably charge up the light so we can actually use the underwater light and check out some of the caves if that's the way it is.
I've noticed that we haven't seen any scrawled triggerfish here.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of them at Sombrero Key and Marathon, like lots of them. But people have said they're not very common, and we haven't seen any at Marquesas or here so far.
Well, like the scrawled triggerfish and boxfish and pufferfish were like my favorite things to watch at Sombrero. But there's some other different little fish that we didn't see that much, with some like orange stripes on them. I'm not sure what they are.
Definitely more colorful coral here than some different places we've been in the Keys, but it's kind of sporadic. It's not like this is the reef that you go to. It's like little coral heads everywhere, so it's different.
Yeah, some more colorful than others, some deeper. Gabriel's really excited because he wants to have the deeper dive because the wreck's more like 15 feet or something.
But part of it sticks out of the water sometimes.
Right.
So it's an old sailing cargo ship that was like 100-something feet long, so it's a really big ship. Sounds like it will be a lot of fun. Hopefully we get to go to it and see it and everything. So that's tomorrow. See you then.
On this trip, we're headed to the Dry Tortugas, and we found some amazing things there. I ended up making an entire coloring book just about the Dry Tortugas. You can find it on Amazon, link in the description below. We show you where to go snorkeling in the book, but also just show you some of the amazing fish and the facts we learned about the place.